Hey there, filthy animals, Mr. Dirty, back with another episode of the GTM Show, and today we've taken a trip back to the Habit Burger Grill. We're not going to be checking out any of their burgers, though. If you remember these guys, these are the ones that we went there. It was around like their grand opening time, a couple weeks after grand opening, and they still weren't trained for shit. We ordered the barbecue bacon cheeseburger, char burger, whatever they want to call it, and yeah, they forgot to put the bacon on it, and something's in the name, which should have been like a high 4 out of 5 for these guys, easy. 2 out of 5, I believe it was, or maybe it was a 1 out of 5. I'm not quite sure. And then a second strike, not too long ago, we went in there for the teriyaki char burger, and for some whatever reason, we got a seeded bun. And then we asked them, you know, what's up with the, you know, it's usually like you have your choice of Texas toast, a seeded bun, or a non-seeded bun, and they told us that they were out of bread, that the only thing that they had left was seeded buns, which leads me to believe that they don't get daily bread deliveries. They're selling Staley bread. So there's a good chance that what we've got right here is Staley bread. Nonetheless, we're giving them another chance. They have something on the menu called the golden chicken sandwich, so we went and we scooped that up, and it does come in this interesting little box, and if you can see through the top, our sandwich is smashed in there because they could not get the fucking lid on this thing. Once again, this is something that's been on the menu for like over a week, and they still don't know how to package it. There's real issues going on with this particular location, I would say. It can't be like this nationwide. Regardless, bam, there you go. There's your golden chicken sandwich. You can see our lettuce, big chicken breast, a tomato hanging out of there. Non-seeded bun this time, just like in the picture. And I believe there was talk of a boom boom sauce on there. Hoist it up out of here. It's in its little paper sleeve. I've heard some people call this a fucking diaper. Idiots. Anyhow, so there you go. There's your golden chicken breast, closer look, tomato, floppy lettuce, and there's tons of that boom boom sauce. And it appears that there's even more here. It smells like your standard issue fried chicken, like you'd make at home with maybe like a Wesson or Crisco. That kind of scent going on with the fry. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to snap right into it. Wow. The chicken itself is spectacular, I'll say. Thick white meat chicken. The breading, perfect. Like I say, it's like homemade style breading, and so it has that flavor too. It's like you were making this sandwich yourself. Tomato, fresh, lettuce, wilted, might as well be from Burger King. Thank God the bun doesn't taste Staley, but the boom boom sauce. It's a little weird. It's not the same boom boom sauce that I'm used to from like everybody else, but it's close. This one in particular doesn't have much of a kick. It doesn't have much boom boom. I'm going to go in for a couple more nips at this and see if there's any kind of like a building heat or anything to the boom boom sauce. So here we go. No building heat on that whatsoever. It is what it is. If you've never had boom boom sauce before, it's like a hot sauce, but it's creamy. This one in particular, it's not creamy. And I think that's one of the big differences between this and the other boom boom sauce that I've had. No creaminess. Like you couldn't actually toss something in this and expect it to stay on the breading. It drains right off. So every time you take a bite, you just see what they're calling their boom boom sauce. It's just spilling out into this container. It's just pouring right out. The sandwich itself is retaining very little of that. There's also pickles on here, and they seem to be like the bread and butter kind of pickles, or the sweet ones. Like, in my opinion, everybody's got one like an asshole, you should never use those kind of pickles on a sandwich. That should be something that's at a bar, that you offer it, but you don't force it on somebody. When you're making sandwiches, most people in the restaurant business, you're thinking, this is your consumer, you're automatically thinking dill. There's people that like the bread and butter, the sweet pickles, and then there's people that like the dill pickles. And people that don't like dill pickles, the same thing. You know, you go into a place, you see pickles on the menu, you think that's what's going to be on the sandwich. Places like this, if you're putting the sweet pickles on there, or the bread and butter pickles, you're alienating half of your clientele. The people that actually like the kind of pickles that you're using are going to think that they're dill, and they're going to say no pickles. All these places should really clarify the type of pickle that's being used. Like if I would have known that this was going to be on this sandwich, I would have said fuck that. Anyway, I shall be picking those off. Overall, it's a pretty good chicken sandwich. I would definitely eat this, you know, after I pick a few things off of it, and I'm going to finish it. But I'm probably never going to seek this out again. So to me, they tried to get a little too creative with this one and ended up screwing up. So I'm going to give this one a solid 3 out of 5. So there you have it. It's the golden chicken sandwich from the Habit Burger Grill. Yeah, go out, give it a try, form your own opinion of it. I'm Mr. Dirty, it's the GTM Show. Don't forget you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheRealMrDirty. And as always, get out of here and go have a rotten day.